Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, after our first break. And a crazy match, especially about BLX. We got, of course, something new prepared for you. Now we'll see Psycho against Esports Team Twente, battling it out. Esports Team Twente is still in the middle field, but if they manage to win today, not only would it mean so much for their ranking, but they would be the first team taking out Psycho while doing that. What do you think, Bera? There we have the lineup as well.
Yeah, it's the same as before. I think we have Laos, Flips, Swavix, Asom, and Razorite. Still, as you said, they're still undefeated for now. I'm not talking about Team Twente. I'm talking about Psycho. But maybe Team Twente will defeat them today, and I hope they do, because the big ones need to fall as well. So maybe Team Twente has cooked something, has watched the matches that happened to last week. So we have Glenn, Kipro, Chewy, Tenchi, and Pogi.
Actually, Chewy is replaced by Furious Meow here, so no confusion for you guys in chat. And especially, the thing is, Esports Team Twente have so many good players. Flip, who had one of the best plays we've seen last week. Razorite also had some amazing flash of greatness, and the whole team is so balanced. But people like Glenn, Hoggy, Tenchi, Cable, in general, the whole team can just pop off at any moment and get the. Oh, I think we just saw something.
Hold on. That's news after losing the game again, so they're a bit mad. Maybe tonight, this energy will be the necessary one to get the last map against Royal Family. So still, as you said, we have Team Twente and Psycho going on today, and I don't wish them to fall, but I wish for them to have a challenge. That's what I hope.
Me too.
A very interesting match. That's what I want.
Because right now the only team that was really be able to give them a challenge was a one-man army, who actually had a record of 13-7. Their mid game was super strong, but in a long stretch, Psycho was once again able to just pop off, especially to crazy plays. Glenn the Maniac once again. I think this is just the best nickname you can get, because you played like a maniac in these positions there.
Yeah, as you said, there was only one team, and still for them it looks so easy. It was not that difficult for them to get the map. Either way, they won it. So maybe they have a challenge now with Team Twente. Maybe they watched their videos.
And we see Breeze for the Icebox for the first time here.
Yeah, it's the first one that we have. So we're gonna see.
I was actually surprised to not see Icebox being picked more often.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's one of the newer that got added recently to the map pool, and wasn't played that much recently. So we might see it up. We just started out, so it might come up often. So we'll see. But still, Icebox is gonna be an interesting map as well. I think for the agents, it's gonna be standard in my opinion. We're gonna see 100% Sova, 100%. Maybe not Sova, but still Gecko. It's also very reliable. A Viper as well. Killjoy, in my opinion. We already have it. A Killjoy, a Jet, of course.
Hey bro, once again with Viper. Viewers maybe going for Kaio here.
Yeah, going for Kaio is like.
Once again with Killjoy.
Going for the duel is kind of okay. I thought we're gonna see an ISO, but still not Arena though. That's some interesting picks. Not gonna lie. I don't know. They haven't locked it yet. So
I think they're still going through the team composition on how exactly they're gonna play that. Do we know already who will start off? I think Psycho will start off here on the defender's side, where Esports Team Twente decides to play the position here on the attacker's side. And now we have the Sova pick by Razorite, probably. Neon still here for Flip.
Still uncertain what they're gonna pick though.
They're really unsure. Okay, that's interesting.
Okay,
now we have
Flip. Okay. Now I start to see the locks. Do we keep the Harbor though? I'm not so sure.
I think that would be the first time we see Harbor in general being played here.
Yeah, it's uncommon. Still, he gets picked. So we have Killjoy, Sova, Viper, Gecko, and Harbor on for Team Twente. The other side, we already see who logged in. Still, I hope.
What do you
Team
think
Twente?
about the composition, especially about Esports Team Twente here? Or maybe a bit off grid with Harbor. He does have great side control once he gets there, but I don't think he's being used that often though.
No, he's not. I think what is interesting about him is that you can reuse his wall compared to Viper, which is not the case because you cannot take it back and replace it later on. Still, I don't know. It's a agent that you don't see so often, be it in pro scene.
Could you maybe explain to the viewers that aren't that well suited in the general Valorant lore, what does he make such an off pick for you, in your opinion?
Well, it is. For me, I like him, but still, it's. I don't know. I think it's the smokes. It slows you down because it's a waterfall, and they try to slow you down, and it doesn't slow just the enemies, but you as well. So if you try to peek out of the smoke, you get slowed down, and it's a bit. It's a negative point for picking him compared to the Viper. If you go through the wall, you don't get any debuffs, for example.
But here we have Lars and SM taking out Furious Mount together. Flip going through. Glenn
gets
taking
the first.
out Lars.
Wingman planting, gets the plant down, and there it is, the wall, blocking all vision that we have already. We have the whole team
here. And it's crazy just how much space Harbor is being able to take away. SM here nicely down, taking out Glenn. SM with the third, SM with the... Oh no, Savix now with the fourth. Capro finally dealing... Oh my god, with 10
so
close,
so close. Such a good retake from Psycho. I think Psycho is the most consistent team that we have right now. So they've been so consistent with their retakes, with their trades. Everything's been consistent. So there's nothing wrong with them. So we cannot judge them by any means. Maybe
but
soon.
I think Esports 20 did a great job at actually opposing them here, making it so close. And if they're able to continue that pressure, I think there won't be a cake poke here for Psycho, even though they took the first round. Interesting to see two Outlaws though being played by Psycho.
The KO knife doesn't tag anyone. I think that tells them about. Lars gets a first peek. Glenn gets two.
Taking out two though once again. Glenn the maniac.
And he falls back.
Taking out SM as well with the third. Does he pick up Res right as well? It's a fourth game. And he does not finishing the round here.
Glenn. He's been our MVP pick for a reason. That's because of that. Because it's so consistent. He's so good. He knows when to be aggressive, when to dip, when to go away when there's anything going wrong, and that's what he did. He got two, got out, and got the third one, and still so good. Glenn is so good, there's nothing we can say about him.
And the thing is, his positioning is always so well, and the reaction time that this man possesses is just ridiculous to me. I wish we could time him once, because the way he gets these one-taps on other people, especially when they're running through his side, and he's still able to react. Now we see, again, trying to get to the B side.
Back to me. I'm out.
Get spotted though by Kipro. Kipro tries to get away, he gets away safe, but there are already 3 players on side, which they don't know of. An ultimate is being invested.
Kenshi here with the Outlaw, running away, trying to reposition himself. And they have great control here. Now slowly pushing through that B side. And maybe SM gets into peak duel against Furious Meow here. The plan is happening.
They just have to hold it this right now, so they have a chance to win this round.
And just
they have
look
the
at
gun
the
advantage
crazy
as well.
amount of information that's being taken away here by Harbor. So maybe very interesting pick. Even though it was off meta, Right now it looks good.
Last
Lars
X1
taking out
takes
2, K-Pro and Tenchi. Now Poggy taking out Flip. Does take out the second. Furious now taking out SM. And now everybody is falling just like that. Just like Dominic Pieces, Glenn taking out the 4th.
Versus 2.
And Lars is able to
managed
clutch.
it, and
No, Glenn stuck, but he even got Glenn.
Lucky, but he still managed to get one. Still, Lars did such a huge round. He managed to get 3. Still, not good enough for the win, but still, Lars still looks good in my opinion. I think Lars is one of the most consistent players that there is also on Team Twente, because he's been consistent throughout the whole series as well. But yeah,
he gives the team so much backbone. He gives the team so much backbone.
Yeah, that's true. It was unfortunate though that he did not manage to get the round, but still, I think there's a chance to get it.
Now we see once again concentration towards A. Nothing happening to that mid spot. K-Pro holding down that B side, but nothing happening. They tried to push on more aggressively here. Glenn, and Tenchi with the first frag against SM here. And do we see repetition? Glenn in the same position he had before, and then he got to 4K. Hoggy with the second frag. And slowly but surely, like tigers, like a wolf pack, gaining information, slowly circling their prey. I think it's just beautifully done.
Yeah, like there is no chance of rotating.
Oh,
Get
Glenn!
the first one.
Glenn, what
Second
are you doing?
Does he get
the third?
one?
Does he get the third? He's solo, one shot, and Reservoir could take him out. But he's the sole survivor here for Esports in 20.
Glenn is...
Oh!
Reservoir gets
Finally
the
somebody
but,
stopping him. But Poggy immediately being there to take him out.
But that's what I'm saying, like, those trades, even when Glenn is hot and he tries to get his pick, like, there's always a trade happening. Like, there's no chance he survives that. He might die, Glenn might die, but still, he still can count on his teammates to get the trade.
I think this is one of the biggest strengths that they have. They do have the top fragger here with Glenn. But even if the man is taking out, there are so many players that they just can fall back to. Every single person is able to take out a whole team just by themselves. Now, Flip rushing through that mid side. Furious Maldo taking out 1, taking out SM.
The K-Pro is on side. He got spotted. Furious gets the second one.
And what is happening? Lars finally taking out Glenn. Flip now against Furious Maldo.
Flip
with
two.
the third.
Lars gets taken down by Jet, Tenchi. They know it's a 2 versus 2, so doable with an operator in hand. Will he manage to get one? If he's not careful...
Tenchi against Flip. No! Flip with the third, so important! But what just happened?
It's always so close, so close. Every matchup that they had, it's always been so close, but they managed to close it off so easily, like there's no issue. And showing off the skin, of course. But still, it's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. You manage to plant a spike, but you don't manage to survive the round. And I think that's why Psycho is so dangerous. Like, no matter how long you survive, you won't survive for so long. Because they know where you are and they will get you. Like, it's legit that team has so much experience behind them. So I think that's what makes them so powerful in general. Because right now, it's the only team that has no real opponent, but we haven't seen them playing against BLX. That still needs to come, and I think there we will see a challenge, because Rich is on the other side, is one that coaches BLX.
And we've actually heard some of his tactics. He just screams at his players and it just starts doing better.
Yeah, so
there's this magic component there. Savix takes out Tenchi, such an important trade here, so that operator falls. And they're currently pushing through Lars, trying to get some frags. Can't connect anywhere though. And Savix running around. Maybe does he see Furious Mount getting flashed away? Now they retreated. They are scared. They know how well Psycho is. Now Razorite taking out K-Pro. And do we see rotation here? But as you can see, Psycho immediately had the read on them. So because we have
Still.
seen 2 players running to their B side, but they don't see anyone.
But still, there's a tendency towards A though. They are holding mid and B. They are not peeking it. But Furious, I think, has the read as well. He's not leaving the site alone, so he's still on site. There is one presence from Psycho as well. Now they notice it that they're gonna commit. And he gets
Taking out
one.
the first,
30
taking out the second! And
Furious
being
managed to hold the site
completely
alone by himself.
Now Resurrect. Can he convert something? They need to get at least some frags down. Killjoy's
He
still here on
spotted
mid.
Furious. Still, it's
But
not
even
enough.
then, Poggy is
Time
up there.
ticking. He gets Furious.
Oh, what a beautiful flick here! But it is enough since Poggy is just up there waiting for him.
And there it is. They just need to play time, and Lars has to save it. And that's it. Another round over. I think a timeout would be great now for Team Twente. I mean, already before should have been one. Still, yeah, there it
we
is.
have
The
it,
timeout.
as you
The
call
timeout
it.
is coming.
Because I'm once again surprised at Snooze in the earlier game for you guys. They didn't take a single timeout once again. And we know how important these timeouts can be for a team to actually properly play out a round and try to regroup, try to brain some new tactics, try to find flaws in their tactic. But what a crazy performance by Psycho. Once again, just being completely dominant here. From the start on.
Yeah, as before, like Psycho is the most consistent team that we have in this whole series right now. I mean, the other teams are pretty good, but I mean, for now, there's no challenge. Except, of course, BLX. BLX is also looking pretty good. A huge comeback. What they did, which they did last week, was also massive against Royal Family. So I think the only challenge that they have right now will be BLX, because it's also the academy team as well. And we might see a very, very, very strong fight between those, because there's, like you said before, there's a rivalry. I think it's the word. So
Rivalry. The thing is, we shouldn't count off Esports Team 20 yet, because we have seen some crazy comebacks happening.
Yeah, of course.
That happened already. And but Poggy here with the entry frag on Resurrect. Lars staying behind. Maybe he gets some if Psycho tries to play a bit more aggressively here. K-Pro being tagged.
Oh, yeah.
And now they're pushing.
Oh,
K-Pro being
ultimate
alone
taken
here.
down. Started down. They're gonna spam through yellow. Maybe trying to get 1 or 2. Get shot down instantly, the flash. So yeah, ultimate invested from Flip. Wingman trying to plant. Will he get it?
They get the plant
okay, it's
through.
plant's down. That's huge actually.
And a 4v5 situation is absolutely winnable for ETT, and a win here would be so valuable. But we can see Poggy activating his ultimate now, but immediately
There's
being
also a
answered here.
counter.
Ultimate,
That's huge actually.
So 2 killjoys.
Last takes down Glenn. Furious
Furious
takes
taking
down
out
Flip, the ultimate, which was so huge for them.
Oh, Furious
steps
now with
the
a strong
spike.
kill, then Poggy once again on Savix. And it's a 1v4 situation.
And there, he has to save.
And
He
Poggy
has
with
to,
the
yeah.
3rd kill. Just such a dominant display of coordination and skill combined here.
I mean, I don't know what went wrong there, because they had everything to win this round, because it was like the most important round that they had was this one. If they managed to win this, it would be such an important round to gain some momentum as well. I mean, they invested in 2 ultimates and it did not work, and it was a bit of a shame. They invested the Killjoy ultimate and the Viper ultimate as well. But still, it was not enough. It shows you how strong Psycho it really is. Even 2 ultimates does nothing to them. It doesn't scare them off. They
always
keep
keep
their
their
ground.
cool. They always keep
exactly.
their cool, stick together, trade off each other, but now Savix with an important opener on K-Pro. K-Pro haven't really been performing that well for the moment.
They are taking
Up
mid
there is now
control.
still there
Maybe
to
Poggy
hold us down.
gets a kill. No,
Flip
Flip
taking
gets
out
the kill
Poggy.
though.
And I think they
it's-
reroute towards B. They have mid control for the moment. 2 players here by Psycho and A. And it's a complete wrong position. Oh, but here is now completely choking! Not hitting a single shot!
choke.
Finally being taken out by SM, and now they have the B spot and they're so comfortable here.
Still, that's we are talking about Psycho. They managed to get those. Tenchi takes on Razor right. He's so aware.
Tenchi with the second with the operator. Now running in with his ability.
Oh, he gets taken down.
So important here for
Savix.
Savix to take out his momentum, because otherwise Tenchi would have completely burned through that.
Gonna spam some shock darts. He's aware that might be someone pretty close. He's gonna clear it. Is he gonna clear it? He knows now there's someone clear, but
Beautifully done here. So much pressure on Glenn, and not even Glenn the Maniac was able to withstand that. And finally, Esports Team 20 take their first win.
round. Yeah, I think this is the round where they gain momentum. They have good economy right now. Well, good. It's a big word, but it's still their economy is looking decent. I think they can survive a few more rounds, but I think if they continue the way they did, they got single peaks left and right. That was so good. I think B was one of their sides that worked the best right now. They managed to always
Especially
get on
since
side,
they
get
pushed
one
through that
pick.
mid
Yeah,
spawn.
exactly. So right now we're just gonna see, and if they might continue pushing B, because B worked really well, and we also have the spike towards B, so they might try to get B. However,
Fuse with the
Fuse
immediate
takes Flip.
opener here against Flip. Flip was the turnaround for them since he pushed through mid there. And now we see once again the stack here towards B.
Yeah, and she gets the
Tenchi!
second one.
Gets
Gets traded though.
And it's a 4v3, everything is still possible. Resurrect trying to get some information here. Trying to push some people
Last
away. They
already in
declined
the
down.
middle. Gets taken down by Furious though.
And even
However,
then,
it's so difficult. So difficult. Yeah.
Last player standing.
Glenn with the strong performance, but immediately getting traded here by Savik, so we see some nice trades here happening for ETT. But they push them all together, and that way K-Pro had no issues taking him out. And they continue their lead here, pulling away 8-1.
I mean, I don't know what to say. It's Psycho looking good, and Lars, I'm not talking about Lars. Team Twente. They had such a good momentum with the round before. They managed to get picks. Now they were getting picked on. I think Psycho got the read on them, and that's it. There was nothing that they could do to trade to even be worth getting into the round. Still, now we have K-Pro still holding down B, which he does the best. He's been holding this out pretty good down, actually. He knows when there's something wrong, he gets support instantly from his teammates.
But can we also shortly talk about Poggy's performance in general? Currently standing at 12-2. He only died twice, so he's currently pushing his 6 KDA. Now Fuse now holding it from heaven. And they take their sweet time here. You know that every single frag could decide that. And Esports Team 20 needs every single round they can get their hands on if they want to keep their dream alive. Lars taking out Tenchi, super important opening.
Yeah, I think that was the operator as well. So the operator down is a huge damage in the economy as well. But still, Poggy takes down Flip. So Poggy just won't die. He does not care. He won't die.
Nope.
I think he's trying to get the plant. Yeah, the plant will come, I think.
Lars taking out Furious and K-Pro here.
So they are sticking it now, sticking the plant, going away, but still not undamaged. I think they might play Sova ult as well. Okay, now Furious is down, definitely down. Did not get rest. 2 versus 4.
And it's
Are
so
they
winnable
respecting it or are they
20.
trying it? I think they're gonna try it.
They have to try that thing. just in order to stop Esports Team 20's moving momentum. I think the more kills you get in that position, the better you stop them.
Yep.
Now Glenn here. Oh, but
and
SM
it's-
taking out Glenn. And because I
And he
think
gets taken down.
if Glenn would have been able to take out SM here, because both other members of Esports Team 20 were so low, I think that it
Yep.
would I think they would have started to shake.
Yeah, there is a world where he managed to get those, but it's a tough situation. 2 versus 4, the positioning was good, and they were playing for the ultimate. More likely not to get out of it, but still, yeah, the damage they dealt to Team 20 is pretty decent because we saw that a few people cannot buy full sheet due to their the damage they took. So we have to pay attention to that as well. Even though they lost the round, they
Intention
lost
again
it.
with an opener with the orb. What is this man doing? Especially he's playing so aggressively.
Now we have the Arbor, the ultimate being popped, so the site is getting respectfully evacuated because it's gonna be very difficult to stay in there. Spamming happen because they know they might be
down
there.
though. They do get the plant down, and it's a 5v4. Seiko playing retake right now, getting completely.
And then the
shielded off
Sova
by
ulted
Harper's
from
ability.
the other team. Ultimate popped as well from ETT.
They really want to get that win. They're so hungry for it. Now Glenn entering the battlefield.
So
Being
many
immediately
ultimates being
pushed
used
off
right now.
here. Oh, and it looks so good for Esports Team 20.
Furious
Stabil
is
taking out
stuck there, gets
Furious.
taken down. Keeper takes
K-Pro
down
though with the
Savix.
first.
Last
being
traded.
traded off.
One enemy.
One
It's a
versus
1v1! What just happened? Glenn, Sova against Sova, but the time is not in his favor.
Glenn the man, I think the time is not.
There wasn't
Think-
enough time, but... Or is it?
Is it? No, it's
No!
not.
Only 2 seconds!
It's not. Oh, 1 second. 1
Last
second.
round in the half.
It's a close one. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Look at Cycle's money though. They have invested so much utility, so much money in everything that now they are broke for the last round, which is, if they win this, very important round as well. I think we will be able to see an aggressive play from Psycho because they have gun disadvantages
All
at
the
this
utilities
point.
they actually need to overrun Psycho.
Yeah.
And going into the defender side, 8-4. And we have seen an 8-4 comeback already happening here by
Yeah,
BLX,
exactly.
who led it against Royal Family Esports. So I think the momentum is in Esports Team 20's favor if they win that round.
As you said, if they manage to get this round, it will be the most important round right now. So Lars gets already the first pick. Lars has been doing good with his first picks. He's been getting first picks all over the board.
But K-Pro
However,
here once again
K-Pro
taking
gets
out
Savix.
And so much happening. And Esports Team 20 can't really advance here. And B side seems to be completely locked down. Now K-Pro maybe getting Resurrect.
Resurrect gets 1. It's
K-Pro
2
taking
versus
out
3.
Resurrect. But as some immediately being traded, but now it's a 3v2 situation. But this spike has been planted yet.
It's being planted now. Okay, now the spike is down. Now it's a much easier, more comfortable spot for Team 20. They know what it is. They tapped it. Just
Last player
know-
standing.
Last
Now
takes
taking
down
out Henshi
Tenchi.
so importantly. But Poggy now pushing through with the Spectre, taking the Vandal.
9 bullets. We get it though. Yeah, and
Nah, SM with dominance. And they're actually
that's
managed
what they
to
needed.
pull
That's
up.
what they needed. That's
Yeah.
so good, so good. Again, Lars. He's the only one who's getting the first pick every round.
He's
Every
the
round
backbone.
he gets a
In
pick
every single
from
round
mid.
he's the backbone somehow. Somehow
Yeah.
keeping them afloat, winning them now 4 rounds. And I think Psycho is a bit confused right now because at the beginning they were able to sum through, but Esports Team 20 finally adjusted.
Yeah.
And now it will be so interesting to see Psycho on the offensive side. What would you say? On a map like Icebox here, do the defenders or the attackers have the advantage?
Honestly, it depends on the team composition because it always depends on how you work around with the agents that you have. And I think Psycho has the most default one, and it's easy readable, in my opinion, but still it's also the most difficult to counter as well, because you have so much information how to play this team pretty good. But
It's very
we don't
interesting
know.
to see the stack here on mid towards B, and A side is completely open. Of course, they don't know that. Glenn peeking a B side, maybe getting some attention towards there. While
However,
Poggy is slowly clearing that A side, and I think they noticed, yo, A side is completely open. And now, Esports Team 20 have to completely run it backwards, but I think they managed to be properly in time. And they have readjusted here. So still a 5v5 situation, even though two players are pretty low. April now taking out Lars. Tenchi pushing towards here.
the spike is still not on site. Now it's getting planted though. The plants will be down and they have to play retake. There's no other choice. Still, they know what they're doing. The wall is pretty good actually.
Now we see Glendo coming through mid. Does he get some lucky, well-positioned kills here? Tenchi
gets
out two here.
Glenn's still there though.
Player standing.
Flip takes
taking
one.
out-
That's
Tenchi
it. And
with the
Tenchi gets
4K!
4.
Tenchi, what are you doing? I just said Glenchi, man. You guys are wrecking my brain.
Tenchi as well, like he's insanely good with the operator. He's also insanely good in taking the
In those
mid
pistol rounds, especially.
Yeah, but he's so good. He's looking so good as well. Like it was still he gets picked by Lars. Lars is the only one who takes him down even with the operator because he did it on the attacker. And yeah, still Tenchi looks good as well.
Oh, now we see a beautiful lineup here with the dart. Nobody on B though. I think this is enough information they need to start pushing a bit more aggressively. Now it's Esports Team strategy re-rotation. Hey bro, once again taking out SM and now it's a 3v5. And I think this is once again in Psycho's bag.
Spike planted.
They are able
this
to convert
case-
these early pistol rounds wins so well. And just build up that lead, especially through the economy advantage they have. Poggy
And
taking out
Poggy
Lars.
gets Lars through mid.
Glenn taking out
takes
Flip.
down Flip.
And that was a flawless win.
Poggy-
Poggy here with the outlaw, taking out 3 and cementing his current reign over the match.
I mean, can we talk about Poggy as well? Like
17-5 and 1.
He doesn't die. Like he doesn't die. It does not matter how much damage they get dealt.
He just survives somehow.
He just survives it. He still managed to survive it. Still, his outlaw is dangerous. He got 3 with it, so we gotta be careful with that. But he's looking good as well. He's looking good as well. The only rounds he died was actually retake when it did not work, which were actually also the four rounds that they lost. But still.
Now we have a stronger position here, some concentration of players on that A side. Glenn slowly moving forward. Does he get the first peek here? No, on Resurrect. Now slowly but surely Tenchi taking on Resurrect. Now Glenn
Glenn
taking out
gets taken
Stabil,
down.
finally taken out by
Flip
Flip.
trades it. Though Flip still alone on A side. That's gonna be super
Poggy
difficult.
once
But
again
it
with
gets
that
taken
outlaw taking
down.
out Flip. And now it's a 4v2 situation. Furious Meow getting the plant down.
Spike planted.
Lars though
Takes
taking out
Lars
Furious Meow.
with the molly, with the nano swarms.
That's so hard for
Tenchi
Lars.
is
They can
in
peek him from
such a
every position.
strange positioning.
Poggy with the second kill. Last finally taking out Poggy.
Oh,
but
what a clean
Tenchi
shot from
with
Tenchi.
concentration. Finally taking out Lars, and it's 11-4, and it just looks so good once again for Psycho Esports, going completely sicko mode.
I don't know what they can do right now because, like always, Psycho is looking so good. I don't know what they can do now because they have so many round advantage. I think they need to do a Fnatic where they manage to get all the rounds back. But still, it's gonna be very difficult. I don't know. They managed to do some damage. I think their Team Twente's attack was better, in my opinion, because the defense is a bit lacking. Well, to be fair, now their gun haven't been that great either. It's always a half buy, either half shield with Vandals or like Spectres or whatever. It wasn't enough to keep them down, because we know Psycho is someone who needs more than that. It took them the full utility that they have through 3 ultimates to take them down, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So they need more than just Vandals. They need more utility, in my opinion. But now it's gonna be a tough one. It's not impossible though.
We
Not
have
impossible
seen
though.
Esports Team 20 being nearly full stacked here on A, now slowly rotating towards B, which could break their backbone. Even though Psycho stays behind here, maybe we'll see some positioning towards mid here by K-Pro.
Yeah,
but we see clear decision taking here towards B.
Bogi just holding down A in case of a rotate, and I think he'll find 3 players rotating from A, so he'll be holding that with his Outlaw.
And if he gets some good frags here, I think this will be immediately over. Glenn with the opener. Can't go. Oh, Poggy picking up Resurrect though. He can actually convert. Does he get a second?
For the jump peak.
He does get a second here against SM. Can't convert the third. And
Last takes 2 though. That's pretty good. Keeper takes down Savix. And then there is only Last left trying to get anyone.
Oh my god,
that was a tough shot from Keeper, but it is the one needed to finish it off. And now
they're just they're only one round
point.
away. Yeah, as you said, match point here for them. As we used to say in Clash Royale, the crown match happening now, the crown round.
Yeah.
And Poggy here so strong with 21 frags. Glenn following him with 16, Tenchi with 14, Furious with 10, K-Pro with 10.
And yeah, I mean,
it's just so hard.
It's so
even
hard.
though they have some great pushes, they just can't convert against Psycho. Because either retaking or taking a side, everything just seems to work for them.
And then we have Poggy with the Operate as well. He upgraded finally his gun for an Operator. He gets the first pick.
Poggy with the first
so
one.
Fast.
Does he get a second here?
But he's aware. Oh, he's aware. He's aware. He gets stacked though. Half HP. Tenchi kills Lars. Flip trades then Tenchi.
And what an interesting rotation here by Psycho running through
they have their
CT.
spawn. They have the whole
they
spawn.
run over CT, defensive spawn, taking
Okay,
out SM now. And it's only Lars. It's a 1v3 situation.
Not impossible though. But still, we know that their trades are insanely good, so he has to get them one by one. And I think, yeah, he got
this is it. Fused now with 3K, cementing once again Psycho's victory over their opponents.
Yeah, I mean,
like the enemies just fall down like flies.
I mean, there's only thing that you can actually say, which maybe the chat will agree with me, and that's up the bank. No, that Psycho sent them up the bank. There's nothing else that we can say. So, still, Psycho undefeated, 13-4. It's the same thing all over again.
Yeah.
All over again.
But Lars was so well for ETT there.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad for him because I want to praise his performance here. The whole team actually played well, but Psycho is currently the mountain to surpass. And for now, yet undefeated.
Yeah, yet undefeated, and still they look so good. And Poggy, we gotta talk about him though.
Yeah.
Poggy,
this man played out of his mind today.
He played so good. He got so many picks. He was like, I'm not doing much, but I do what I do, and it's getting kills, and he does it well because he didn't
Especially
die.
with those snipers. He got so many frags with that Outlaw. Just amazingly done, keeping control over that backside. And what a strong performance, once again cementing their lead. Currently standing 4-0 at the top of our leaderboard. Another team that could go 4-0 is our upcoming adversary of a one-man army, BLX Corp. Currently as well the only undefeated game, players. A one-man army against BLX will battle it out now for that second spot. So it's a make or break point for both players, both teams' season in general. And I can't wait to see that. Para, what do you think about that matchup? Just
I don't
like
know.
quickly before we jump into the break.
I mean, we know BLX is looking
Yeah.
good. One Man Army as well. And I think we have a very interesting match coming up now. And I think that's gonna be a very interesting one. Very, very interesting one. So it's gonna be toe-to-toe in my opinion one. So that's gonna be two giants fighting each other,
Yeah.
in my opinion, because One Man Army is pretty good. And if I'm not mistaken, there is also later on, before the match starts, it's gonna be later, there will be a small interview video
Yeah,
from
One Man Army's interview.
One Man Army.
But let's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
jump ahead before we get to all of that, guys.
That's true. That's
We
true.
will see you after the upcoming break.
So stay
do
tuned
not
for
turn
it.
Off, do not turn off the Twitch stream.